Okay, so I'm in total seventh heaven. I'm in Barcelona, seeing my son who's moved here. I'm in a salvage yard in the middle of Barcelona, just dreaming. It's great. Anyway, I just wanted to share a possible strategy for you guys. It's one that I did extremely well. Where do I go? I'm making you dizzy, look. Just being silly. I had too much breakfast. An interesting strategy that I think would be useful for you guys to think about, and this was what I did in the early days. So when I was still, I suppose, not even realising I was doing property, I was just doing family homes, and then I would sell them and then go into the next family home. What I did was I used to come to yards like this, and I used to make, or eBay these days, and I used to make everything really unusual and really different. So we've seen like a 200-year-old bath. Oh my God, if I lived here, I'd like so install that. And so this is almost the opposite to the vanilla strategy. The vanilla strategy, which I've run really successfully, at one point we had 30 buy to sells going on at the same time, a little bit busy, was every single property gets renovated the same tiles, the same bathroom, the same showers, the same toilet, the same sink, the same kitchen, the same carpet, the same linoleum, in, boom, out again. And so that strategy is all about speed. Get in, you have no decision making time, you and the builders have done the same thing again and again and again, get out, and you know it sells. So it's a nicely put together vanilla strategy. However, where I did extremely well in the early days was I actually did the opposite. I took an awful lot of time thinking. So for example, one of my early day farmhouses, I bought a wreck of I used to buy wrecks. I bought a wreck of an old farmhouse at 2.5 acres, and I turned it to the most beautiful garden, and I would travel around Scotland to put beautiful things. You can get everyone speaking. You could put beautiful things into it, and I sold it a month after the recession for 100 grand over asking price, which is nuts, isn't it? So the other strategy you guys might like to choose, and it's one that I'm definitely going to go back to, is doing one-off bespoke houses where people have got an appetite for beautiful old things that you can find in salvage yards or find on eBay. I mean, in my own house, I just put in some curtain tiebacks, brass curtain tiebacks that are beautiful, like 1/2 metre long from French chateaus. And because things are so precisely and so beautifully chosen, there is only a one-off, and therefore scarcity comes into it, and therefore you're no longer selling on square footage, you're actually selling on the beauty and the scarcity and the originality of your design. Because of course, I mean, look at Apple, you know, I just lost a cable and had to pay 70 quid for a new cable. That's bananas, but we pay it because design sells. So have a think. You can either go the cookie cutter vanilla model where you're doing scale, and I certainly did very well from that, and so did the guys I worked with, or you can go into the one-off, beautiful, original, beautifully chosen, takes a lot more time, but the scarcity of the fact that no one else is ever going to be selling that again means that you may well get somebody, like I did. In my house in Scotland, somebody bid 30 grand over asking price, somebody bid 70 grand over asking price. No, somebody bid 30 grand over asking price, and then the next person bid 100 grand over asking price. So I never told them that she bid 70 grand over the other person. So I got 100 grand more than I was asking, which was mental. All because of beautifully chosen places like this. Right, I'm going to continue dreaming, but there's a good strategy for you guys. Bye.